All right, I mentioned a writer, Michael Gehlken, who we all have the utmost respect for, that covers the Cowboys for the Dallas Morning News. I think he does a tremendous job there. He projected his 53-man roster. I'm just going to run through it here, and you tell me if there's anything that you don't like. Maybe we could do it quick enough here where we'll get through it all. He's initially got 3 quarterbacks. He's got Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Will Grier. I have a feeling that they're only going to carry 2.
There's no way they keep 3.
I don't think there's any way they keep 3.
They can't.
But I would make an argument that Will Grier has practiced better than Cooper Rush. So if you told me I was only going to keep 2, I would say I would keep Prescott and Will Grier would be the 2 I keep.
Cooper Rush has been a disappointment, but I think you go off body of work here. 1 year regular season game.
There you go. I mean, I can understand that. But if you want to ask me, well, who's got the bigger? Looks like who's got the bigger, if you want to say the word upside or whatever, kind of feel like that Will Grier, if given an opportunity, looks better than Cooper Rush out there. That's all.
I couldn't fight you too hard on that for sure. I do think, though, it's clear you take 2 quarterbacks, not 3.
Yeah.
These roster spots are going to get tough at other positions.
They will.
No question.
Running back, he's got 3. He's got Elliott, Pollard, and Rico Dowdle.
No doubt about it.
I like that a lot. Wide receiver, he's got 7. And this is where I think it gets a little dicey for him. CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, Tolbert, Washington, James Washington, Dennis Houston he has making the team, Simi Fehoko, and then Turpin making the team. So that means he's got
Vasher not making it.
He's got Vasher not making it, but he looks like he's got Michael Gallup potentially starting on the PUP list, which I think is something they absolutely want to avoid. So I would, and then
don't you think Washington starts on PUP?
Yeah, well, you can't take him. You can't do that. You'd have to keep him. He must be on the initial 53-man roster in order to qualify for mid-season activation from the injured reserve.
Interesting.
So you have to keep him active there. So I don't know about that one, man. I'm hearing things that maybe Gallup is further along than people are leading on to believe.
It gets tough because you don't want to let one of these guys go that might turn into something.
Yeah.
There's like a big bag of nothing there between 3 or 4 guys right now.
I could do without Houston myself. That Dennis Houston, he's got to prove to me. He's one of those guys. I'm still kind of waiting on that one for sure.
Yeah, he's got to prove it. They seem to like him though.
Yeah. Tight ends, he's got 4. He's got Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson, Sean McKeon, and then he's got Peyton Hendershot making this team.
Why do you need so many of those guys? Is it special teams related?
I think that there was, when you look at the punt team, they had 4 of them on the punt team. Well, they had 3 they had 3 on the punt team that I saw, Schultz and Ferguson and McKeon.
Also maybe because Ferguson's been banged up.
Yeah.
But I think they keep 3 tight ends.
I think they do too. Schultz, Ferguson, McKeon, those are my guys. Offensive linemen, they've got 8. Tyron Smith, Tyler Biotish, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele, Connor McGovern, Matt Farniak, and Josh Ball. Josh Ball is the one guy that's kind of hasn't shown up once they put the pads on.
So let's go an IR guy?
That's what they've got right there. They've got him as a guy. He would make it for 9 if not for the shoulder subluxation. So they're going to have to do surgery there. So that's going to be an IR situation for him there. So I'd be that sounds about right. But man, Ball, that might be something they may look at the outside here and try and find a guy. 10 offensive linemen: DeMarcus Lawrence, Gallimore, Osadigizua, Armstrong, Fowler, Golston, Sam Williams, Ridgeway, Bohanna, and Tristan Hill.
Okay, so he has Hill over Watkins.
He does.
I was trying to do this too,
Yep.
and that was the battle I was going through in my head.
Linebackers: Micah Parson, Leighton Vander Esch, Anthony Barr, Jabril Cox, Luke Gifford.
Devin Harper makes it over Gifford. He's better.
I think so too. I think you're absolutely right about that. He flashes on special teams and stuff as well. Secondary, he's got 11. This is where I think the number's a little high for him. He's got Diggs, Brown, Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, Bland. Okay, when we get done here, explain to me about Bland. Kelvin Joseph, Nashawn Wright, who I think has done a great job, Curse, Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell, and then Mukwamu. I think that's enough. I don't think Mukwamu makes it either. And tell me what Deron Bland has done. I have not seen him do anything.
Bland has a little bit of position flex with safety and corner, and he was a draft pick. That might save his job. Otherwise, he has not looked good in camp.
I just, like I say, there's a lot of people talking about Bland, and every time that they say something, I'm like, why haven't I seen this guy play?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been out there, but I haven't seen him make any plays.
No, he's had some tight coverage, but he got beat in a contested ball drilled by Simi Fehoko.
Yeah.
He has not really stood out in any way.
So it's only because of the draft pick that would probably be covered.
They like to hold on to their picks, but year 2 is where you'd see a guy like him get cut, which is why I think Izzy Mukuamu, who I think Bell's already better than.
Yeah.
I don't think Mukuamu makes the team.
I don't think he is. And he's got the 2 specialists, which usually carry 3. He's got Brian Anger and then Haialahu, but he's got no long snapper because he feels like, did I say it wrong again?
Yeah, I just love hearing you say it.
Jake McQuaid, they're probably going to he'll bring him back, but that's going to be one of those short-term release things, the vested veteran, then come back kind of thing. So if they have to carry, maybe that's for the wide receiver that they have to do, to carry that spot and stuff like that. So he's got 2 or 3 questionable positions here. The closer after that last preseason or near that last preseason game, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you who my 53 guys are.
Yes.